What's going on, everybody? You know what it is. It's another week in the quarantine. I want to play y'all some music, but the people that, anyway, you know what it is. It's another quarantine. You watching the quarantine live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And you know I can't do this without having people in here because I ain't about to focus on y'all like that for an hour. But since I do have people here, I want to introduce you all to somebody. You really should know who this person is, but if you don't, allow me to reintroduce her. Her name is...
Hello, everyone. I am Rosalyn M. Ogburn, your candidate for the new State House District 3. And it is a privilege to have you joining us tonight on the quarantine. And look who just walked in so perfectly on time. Woo-woo, Miss our amazing Henrietta Ivy.
Hello, everybody. I'm so sorry. It's rainy out there. I'm going to
Yes, it is. So, you know that's our delay time, right? We all just came in running, right?
Good evening, Detroit. I am Henrietta Ivy, your home care activist and advocate, and community organizer in the city of Detroit. How y'all doing tonight?
Wait a minute. We're not taking calls. Just
one night. Nope, I don't think so. I said calling about 8:30. Okay. So we do have a special caller coming in, Mr. Donald Agee, and he will be giving us a call in about 8:30. But we're gonna go in and do our normal round. So I pass it back over to you, Dre.
All right, so I'm kind of just picking up. Did both of y'all introduce yourselves?
Yes, we did.
So with that being said,
just be flying. We know it's that hot Friday, y'all.
It's that hot Friday. I like
that. Look, again, my name is Andre Otis, your candidate for Wayne County Commissioner, District 5. I have been busy
yes,
that's what
full-time candidate. But it's all good. This is what we're here for. This is what I like to do. I want to start with a few things. Daylight saving time debate. I don't know how to feel about waking up and it's gonna be like my eyes at 4 in the morning, but some people, they cool with that. I ain't, but that's a whole debate within itself that we're not gonna solve tonight. I just know that when them clocks go back, I enjoy that time.
Right.
The I-375 project. Look. I ain't like most people, man. I don't even know what you calling me. But I ain't like most people, Wow. This project not starting until 2027. Mm-hmm. What gets me so pissed off is people get so aroused and so turned up for these projects that's so far down the road. It's like, wait a minute. These are distractions for something else because at the end of the day, that's 5-6 years down the road.
Right.
We're worried about these roads that we have now.
Right.
We keep putting these Oreo cookie crumbs in, trying to hope that they doggone are actually patching something and they actually really need to come up and be redid.
Right.
But that's a whole nother, again.
Real, materials that's going to last at least 5 years.
Longevity on
5 years?
20 years. That's okay.
There we go.
Can we get longevity?
I'm sorry. A lot of people don't like me talking about it, man, but your boy Vladimir Zelensky, man, he punking the hell out of Putin right now, man, and it's something to see when the bully is not just falling down. Mm-hmm. Some people feel a certain way because they over there, okay, my thing is his children over there. Okay.
That's what's disturbing.
Where my connection is.
Absolutely.
You can talk about them being racist, this, that, and the other, but when it comes to kids dying for something that they don't even know about,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's why I draw the lines of separation.
Yeah.
With that being said, will all of this result in World War III? Here it is. You got China that's over here. They bothering Taiwan now. They're talking about being involved in what's going on with Russia because Russia obviously can't do it themselves anymore. So this thing is spiraling out of control more and more every day, and it's like, what really does that look like for the U.S. and our military members and the people that we know and love that's still in the service? So it's a crazy time. And I mean, look, y'all, wake up. This Sunday, I will be speaking at the Black Defense Force meeting. From 4 to 7 o'clock. That will be on 7 Mile and Grand River. By the end of this show, I had an address if y'all want to come. Hey, here's what it is. COVID numbers going down.
Praise God.
Hey, man.
Yes.
Don't be stupid and just start losing y'all minds out here, okay?
Right. Still use precautions.
So,
think about it like that.
Got a quick, real story to tell. So, with me being an actual candidate this time, I was forced by my team to go and have a photo shoot. Let me tell you something. I don't want to do this no more. It's cool, but let me tell you something. I felt like I had niacin on my skin. Like, I was itching and burning. I couldn't stand just being the focus on. Like, look, take pictures of her for 5 minutes. Quit taking pictures of me. Like, but I understand that some of these things are necessary evils that you have to do when you're being a real political candidate, a real person of the people, and a real person is going to actually show up to these meetings and not just send his staffer every doggone where, because the staffers sometimes when they see me clam up, don't give out information, don't know what to do, but I'm a whole different kind of animal. With that being said, I ain't going to start going there because I will get turned up in here, and I'm going to pass it to Miss Roz because it's 8:05 and it's time for the Roz spot. There you go.
Thank you, Dre. Woo woo. Yes, yes. No, so of course, I'm Ralston M. Ogburn, your candidate for State House District 3, and it is a privilege to have you guys tuning in to us. And I just want to hover right there where Dre is saying that I want to be very transparent. My team know my my first photo shoot, literally, I was very, what's the word?
Photo shoot.
I was very objective to every, what we call fake type of facade. This is me. I didn't want makeup. I want to wear what I want to wear. I'm not going to be this cookie cutter role. And then they say, okay, we're going to do shots the way you want, and we're going to do shots the way we want. Yeah, their shots looked so nice.
And that's what it boils down to.
And usually, look, been there, done that, so I know.
Yes, and so what we're trying to say is that we, as real individuals, do the work. Yeah. We're not into that, but what we identify is that there's a certain look that looks good on paper.
That's right. That's right.
It looks good to display, to make sure you see really us at our best limelight, literally. So that's it right there.
I ain't gonna lie. When I look at them pictures, I said, I didn't know you could look like this.
See, and I even struggle, for those that don't know, I have my own hair moisturizer serum. And so I usually do my own hair. And so just struggling, even having somebody else do my hair and do something else different was like, this is not me. This is not who the community see. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot
with that.
play this fake role. And they're like, okay, you're just taking pictures, ma'am.
That's
this is all this is about. So I just wanted to hover there that these people you see on TV, right? Use this Facebook. These are live. These are regular interaction and encounters, right? But the people that you see on those big screens, like you said, their makeup, their set, their stage, and we come in with a whole mindset for our community and for us to engage to change our everyday. Right. So I had to just bring into that. Definitely. But like we're saying, we want to just make sure that we are presenting our best for you as we go into these communities.
Let's just think about you representing.
Absolutely.
And they want to see, the community still want to see you in a light that's representative.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? The best limelight that we can possibly present.
Absolutely.
All right. And so I just had to hover there because my team know they cracking up right now. Like, oh yeah, she ain't telling you all how she thought us real her, right? And so once again, Ralston M. Ogburn for your Ralston Report. Thank you guys for tuning in this Friday. Once again, you could have been anywhere, right? Hanging out, watching your Netflix, your Hulu. But you said, let me see what, Dre, and hello, Henrietta tuning in. She been kind of MIA on us.
Listen. This is a busy season for me, and I need my rest. So I am here with you guys tonight.
Yes, I love it.
Here. I'm in here today, guys. Y'all.
Oh yeah, she's rocking it.
It's still there. It's still there. But I have some events coming up, and
I'm gonna jump in. I had to give us a hover.
Right. I had to do something different quick because I got events for the next 2 days.
You got to absorb in it. I got and I ain't done it. Okay, yes.
But yes.
And so on my Ralston Report, I want to be happy on this happy Friday. Right? Yesterday was St. Patty's Day.
Yes, it was.
Did you see the weather we got, ladies and gentlemen?
It was amazing.
Come on. I want to hover in the joy, in the air of the transitioning. Yeah. Dre lifted it up that we had to up our clocks, right?
Yep.
And a lot of people have some type of issue sometime when we have those transitioning and those time change. So I just want to bring a happy and uplifting presence towards that. Yeah. That we want to make sure our audience are feeling that energy, especially as we transition into this spring season.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm of course just bring my route report to 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So I had to uplift up everybody.
That's right. That's right.
But for those that do not know, that March 22nd is World Water Day. Woo woo.
Okay.
All right. So yes, what does
So what does World Water means? I'm asking because
I'm so happy you said that because I was just about to go into it. World Water Day is the day we actually acknowledge all our water, all our waterways. But Michigan is specifically, what I say, just uniquely have the privilege to be the governors of the show me's.
Okay.
I call the show me's. Here we go, ladies. Our superiors, our Hurons, our Ontarios, and our Michigan and our Erie
Elephants
lakes.
and our Eries.
Yes, lakes. And so these are our fresh waters. We are governors of 95% of the nation's water and 85% of the world's fresh water. And so World Water Day actually talks about the capacity of what our fresh water brings to our communities. And just in case y'all don't remember, water is a human right. We can't survive without water, ladies and gentlemen.
Not at all.
And right now we're in a climate, and I'll just be very transparent and straight to the point. A toxic climate for corporate greeds to privatize our water.
Yeah.
Everybody know Nestle is literally pulling gallons of water every hour that we talk for just dollars compared to our water bill. So when we talk about World Water Day, we want to educate people on the privatization of water. We want to educate people on how to get more engaged. And we want to educate people on how to maintain our clean waters. Because if you are, which we know in certain black and brown communities, we have a high level of corporate entities that have toxic elements in our air. And guess where that residue falls into? Our communities, right? Into our waterways, which it falls into our pipes and our black, and we say Detroit. You got a Culligan system in your house? I don't. Right? But some of our
got
other
filters though.
There we go. But that's the thing. How are we talking about filtering our water?
Right.
Having certain type of systems implemented and to making sure we have the resources and the tools to even test our water if you're questioning what is coming through my pipes. And so we know we have a lot of new funding that's moving forward. But a lot of individuals have not been have access to those new fundings and to make sure that they have those resources to make sure that they have the clean waters. So we want to lift that up. And I want to lift up We the People Detroit. They're having a Pacific event to just more expand and educate our community on World Water Day. And of course, for those that do not know, I am Michigan Democratic Party's 13th Congressional District Environmentalist, and I'm also the City of Detroit Climate Equity Advisory Council member for District 7, and also the Sierra Club State Chapter member for the Conservationist Water Team and for our political team. And so I feel like it's my duty for us to make sure that we have a larger conversation pertaining to water. Because if you guys notice, since June, your water bill has increased. Not just the water bill that you drink, but the bill from the rain that comes from heaven, which is your drainage bill. And as a state representative, I want to ensure that we talk about that. Have more green implementations and more structures that we know that we can offset that water bill. So I just say thank you once again for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, for the Roslyn Report. But we need to make sure we're conscious about our water. We're conscious about policies concerning our water. And we're conscious about corporate greed that infiltrate as entities that protect us. And they have a whole oversight for a mindset to just take money out of our pockets and to abstract resources that belong to us. So I thank you very much, and I turn it back over to you, Dre.
Well, thank you for that Rise Report this week.
Very informative.
Ladies and gentlemen, this again is the Rise Report. Y'all know she always bring that heavy stuff, and if you can't absorb it, that's on you. It's about time some of us start picking up some heavy stuff and start carrying it, because that's obviously what hasn't been going on in quite some time. With that being said, thank you again.
Thank you.
I want some water, but I don't want to go to the bathroom. But
make sure it's not Nestle water. We banning Nestle water.
I haven't.
We're gonna boycott Nestle
water, and I don't know how long.
Yeah, so. That's a real thing. No Nestle water, ladies and gentlemen.
But I see
move
folks
on.
buying it though. They just
I know. You got to be intentional about that.
They're not informed. I'm a lot of times I think they're not informed.
And the subsidiaries. So I was about to say that. I actually need to repost how many companies that Nestle has connections with.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dre.
No, you're fine. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Quarantine Live, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. And of course, as usual, you can call us at 313-355-6018. We had somebody call us and we weren't even ready to start talking yet. So obviously somebody got the number.
Call back.
With that being said,
Yes.
we gonna pop into this budget conversation.
Yes.
This week on the schedule will be public health and safety on Monday, March 21st. First off, for the people that don't know, every level of government has your money where they spend it. Let's say it again. Your money where they spend it. And possibly some money from the feds. Your money. So every year in March up to April, the city of Detroit has budget hearings. I can't tell you how Wayne County has budget hearings, but maybe we should look into that. I believe Oakland County just had their state of the county the other day. I'm still waiting to find out when Wayne County is having theirs. I don't know why y'all smiling at me. I'm just asking questions. With that being said, Monday, March 21st at 9 o'clock, you will have public health and safety. 10 o'clock, it will be the health department. 1 o'clock, police department. 3 o'clock, police commission. Tuesday, of course, there's formal sessions, so there won't be any budget hearings that day, but there will be budget work. Wednesday, internal operations. Then you have budget hearings that start at 10:30 up under Department of Public Works. Board of Ethics is at 11 o'clock. BFA, Budget, Finance, and Audit. That's actually the committee that runs the money in the city. That will be at 1 o'clock. Then you have Department of Transportation at 2 o'clock. Then you have Detroit Transportation Corporate. What the fuck is that?
Did he just drop the F-bomb?
No.
Say it again.
Detroit Transportation Corporation at 3 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like a different entity.
I've been on city council for quite some time, but we ain't gonna go there.
That's
something
that's
I ain't
new.
tapping
That's
into
new.
tonight.
Yeah.
I ain't ask y'all. Y'all know what's new. Thursday, 9 o'clock, Neighborhood and Community Services. 10 o'clock, Planning and Economic Development. Then at 11 o'clock, the budget hearings start back up. You have GSD, General Services, and Recreation. 1 o'clock, Public Lighting Department. 1:30, Public Lighting Authority. Listen what I just said.
Public Lighting Authority.
Department and Authority. Uh-oh. Somebody else wants to say it too. At 2 o'clock, you have Museum of African American History, and at 3 is the Historical Department. So that is all that is on the schedule for this upcoming week for your budget hearings. Ladies and gentlemen, look. Like I said, I don't know why I keep saying this over and over again, man, but it's real. At 1 o'clock, things go down in the city of Detroit.
Timing was perfect, wasn't it?
But this is where your money goes. This is how your money is spent.
Yeah.
We have got to get out of this mode where we always hollering, what does voting do for me? Look, Negro,
right
this
here.
is where your voting is.
Absolutely.
So I don't ever want to hear anybody. You know, I wish it was legal just to go around and slap people when they say stuff like voting don't count.
Yep.
What's wrong with you? You need food stamps, right?
Wait a minute. I think we talked about it before. In the community of home, somebody in the kitchen. What y'all got the taste for today?
Right.
When we talked about that, what you got the taste for today? Now everybody in the house get to talking about what they want. Now if everybody say I want pizza, now let's daddy. You might be paying for it.
That part.
Because I'm going to get Chinese. Y'all going to get whatever y'all get.
But what I'm using is those are the opportunities
Right.
to expand and explain and to teach about where voting is important.
Absolutely.
Because in my house, when the vote trumps,
there it is.
when the kids, somebody like you just said, if one person talking about Chinese and everybody saying pizza,
Chinese trumps.
you know what I'm saying?
Because
Pizza, everybody getting pizza, guys.
So
Y'all,
the money gonna get what they want.
there you go. But like we're saying, the vote counts.
The vote counts.
So you do use examples in our lives, right? Now, like we just say, now Big Daddy's something different. We got to be a little biased.
Right. It's funny you guys hovering over that conversation because I was organizing with some voters on the phone today.
Mm-hmm.
This very topic came up about the importance of voting. I was speaking with a 71-year-old lady who we got into some of the issues that were pressing. And she was talking about how she wanted to see better neighborhood resources and how she wanted to see the roads on her streets and her neighborhoods being rebuilt. And she was like, I know they probably won't get to us. I said, well, why do you think that is? And she said, simply because people don't vote. And I said, that's funny because that's exactly why a lot of neighborhoods don't have the services they need because of that vote. Like if you have a low voting turnout in certain areas of Detroit, you get the last of the money. Those are what I call pennies.
That's it.
I had taught, and I was explaining to her, I had a conversation with a family. It kind of surprised me. This was a few years back, but it still leads up to the point of how important voting is.
Mm-hmm.
An 80-year-old father, grandfather, great-grandfather, we was having the conversation around voting. At that time, we were just knocking doors, canvassing, talking about issues and people who were in office. He said, well, I don't know what you're knocking at my door for.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to just shorten the conversation. Because I had to really convince this family to vote.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at that,
Mm-hmm.
y'all. And he said, voting don't work. I said, well, explain to me why you think voting don't work. He said, you don't get what you want. They put in office who they want in office. And I'm like, that's partly true, and I'm going to tell you why. So I got to explain it to him.
Mm-hmm.
If you had two candidates, and you have your candidate and you have the opposing candidate.
Mm-hmm.
And the opposing candidate has a base of people. They're out there voting. They're pushing their person to win. And this person is in your area. He wants to let you know, he or she are telling you what they're running for.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're stuck on, I ain't going to vote for you because they're going to put in who they want anyway, you're right. You are absolutely correct, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? You and your family and all this generation sitting in here ain't been out there to vote for nobody.
Yeah.
So if the people in the community do not get behind a candidate of their choice, that candidate ain't getting in office if you ain't voting.
Yeah.
So of course it's going to appear, well, that's why I didn't vote. You didn't vote because your vote could have been their vote to push that candidate into the seat.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So-
this is why I will be speaking at the Black Defense Fund meeting this week, and I will definitely be touching on this subject.
Yeah.
It's going to be a scathing report, and I hope I don't offend nobody, but I believe in offending you because guess what? If the truth hurts,
Then it's the truth.
it
Yeah.
needs to hit you.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing that. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, and I was just going to say, and I, like you're saying, where I feel like you're saying, and we've been doing the calls, we've been having a conversation with the residents, and a lot of them are disappointed. A lot of them have been discouraged. And what I have been trying to be able to reflect is, first and foremost, we're all human.
Yeah.
Right? But we also identify with certain type of issues.
Right.
Everybody hear me talking about housing, water, and air.
Yep.
Stuff we as humans cannot live without.
That's right.
But what have been occurring is that we have been putting wrong individuals in seats and roles to represent individuals that they have no alignment with. That's it.
That's the conversation.
Right?
That's a heavy
So,
topic.
and that's where I hover. Like,
Yeah.
so as a mother of 5 children, 4 boys, 4 black boys.
Okay.
That part.
That
Living in the hood. Off Joy Road, exit 9. Let's throw that out there.
You need your representation.
Huh.
That
part.
identifies with you.
There
But
we
at
go.
what point has our representation that looks like us, and like I keep saying, has led us down Shit's Creek?
That's
But
it.
it's just the same ideology. Representation should not. When people think about representation, they always go with the black representing the black. I get it. I dig it.
This is
I'm all
Detroit.
about it.
I'm sorry.
I get it. I get it.
Who else was represented?
Let me finish. When we were talking about representation, are we talking about someone who cares about us
There you go.
in all that we're going through? Because if black representation haven't been representing and we've been voted because they're black, who are we to blame?
There you go. Black is not enough.
Black
It's
is not
black and
enough.
But
qualified.
when
Do
you
you have
go-
the lived experience?
Okay, don't say that because somebody told me about that word qualified today, and again, we're going back to this. Oh, you're not a doctor. Or a
No,
lawyer.
did you hear me
No,
add
no, no,
lived
wait.
experience?
This is what people are saying is qualified. So when you
Right.
say qualified, is a big thin line between lived experience and this person got a PhD or they're an accountant or they're this, that, and the other. This is one of our problems in the city of Detroit because we don't want to put people in on lived experience because we've been told and trained that if Timbuktu Jones went to University of Michigan, he has more experience, period, than Dre Otis over there that have been through everything on this side of the mountain.
And I was about to say, and, for those that don't know, for my 2020 race, I had a lot of individuals challenge me with that.
Yeah.
Right? And I call that the high academia challenge.
Exactly.
What are your degrees? What are you coming in the room with educationally wise?
Right.
Now, a lot of people that know me, I actually don't say anything about the degrees I hold.
Oh, see?
I don't.
See?
Because guess what? What's really getting me in the room is my lived experience.
That part. The degree
I have a business and accounting degree.
Okay.
Right?
See?
That part, right?
See?
Building offices and
Right.
establishing businesses.
Right.
But I'm
Right.
not even doing that.
They're going to hire you, when I use the word voting for you, hire you based on a degree. That's the problem. Because
That's
that degree does not qualify me. I hold a lot of education. Let me say it like that. I'm not going to get into it, but I am very educated. I don't even use a lot of that stuff because that's not what got me who I am. It's my lived experience.
Absolutely.
It's my actual
the works
like
that I've done. And this is where
Exactly.
I realized, like, at a lot of the level of equity conversations I've been being at, is that the balance. When we come in the room as a candidate, right, compared to our white counterparts, along, like you say, with all the level of academia,
Right.
with all the level of good credit, with all the level of money, right?
These levels.
There you go. Those are the real things that actually keep it intimidating for a lot of candidates don't even try to run.
That part.
So I just want to throw that out there.
And I had just had this conversation today, literally before I was late trying to get here. There's people that have literally ran for seats before that have been so discouraged behind what they experienced because your own people, if you ain't got a degree, I ain't voting. Wait a minute.
That part.
Our people have had so many degrees and this, that, and the other
And
that has led us
down
to nowhere. And now we're in 2022, where again, like I keep saying, you can say anybody can run, help us if they care. Guess what? Some people can fake compassion. I was an actor, so I know what acting looks like. You know what I'm saying? So again, in a city, the so-called blackest city in America, our so-called black representation has led us to a point where in 2022 is life or death. I don't care what nobody says. Yes, I'm using it just like that. Because if you get other people from the other side of this doggone railroad track, all of them vote. We have a bad history over on this side of the railroad track of voting. Where do you think the resources are going to go?
Absolutely.
Because Karen ain't coming over here.
She don't have to.
That's
Just
my
stay in
whole
her-
point.
everything
She
over there.
doesn't have to.
Yeah.
So where do we hurry up and rush this thing through and realize we in panic mode?
Yeah.
This is panic mode.
We have to get
It's
to
definitely detrimental.
we have to get to the polls. I want to just give a shout out to our Facebook fans. Of course, Miss Brenda Thompson is
Hello,
on
Mother
the call,
Brenda.
and Donna Price. All right, they got their comments in. All right, she said, "Glad to see you guys. Y'all talking about it." Let me say, closed mouths don't get fed. Miss Donna Price says we got to get that money and for our housings, but we can't afford to live there. All right now. And so passionate about our community. And so, but like we're saying, if we don't get into the spaces and vote. And what I wanted to highlight on when you were over talking about the budget hearings and discussions today. Did anybody watch the ones today concerning the housing in the department and making sure the different funding towards community areas?
No.
You know,
That
it's funny
part.
because in one of my conversations with one of the voters I was organizing today, and she talked about that a little bit about the housing.
Yes, and
how
so
important
it was. I sent the information out yesterday, and then City Council also met again, and they were discussing some more community housing funding, and there was not a projected plan. Really what we not just say projected or forecast,
right?
And visible for council to be able to view at the time. And so once again, we bring this to the table.
Right,
Now,
but why not?
there we go. And so we say once again, y'all can't get discouraged. You got to stay connected. You got to stay online. And guess what? City Council, City Hall is open. They're meeting in a small room, but guess what? If we start showing up, They have to open up the
Ladies
big
and gentlemen,
room.
Yep.
you're watching the Quarantine Live stream on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching WJGZ Cool TV, the coolest TV station, the coolest station in the world. Give us a call, 313-355-6018. Look, and this is the last time I'm going to say it. Stop always paying attention to city council all the time and the state reps, because you all keep forgetting that you have a Wayne County department that you don't ask anything from.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Fly right by. You don't even know who
Yeah.
your commissioners are, and you
That's
taking your
it.
That's
behind
it.
out here just voting. Look, it's time to stop this crap.
That's true.
It's time to stop it. You know, I could care less if I'm a candidate or not. Y'all got to wake up in this city. I don't know what it's gonna take, but again, come August, everything ain't right. You ain't got to worry about November, because people that win in August probably gonna win in November.
Of course.
So with that being said, we on the clock, just
on the
like
clock.
the NFL draft.
Yes,
First round
one
pick is
was
on the
the
clock.
Yes, yes. And so I think this is our special guest caller, Mr. Donald Agee. Hello, sir. Hello,
How
caller.
y'all
Can you
doing
hear
tonight?
us?
Yes, yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hello, Mr. Agee. How are you this
Hello,
evening?
everyone. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Everyone.
Hi.
All is well. All is well. Thank you for having me. How you all doing?
All right, how you
Awesome.
doing?
Awesome. How are you?
Great, great, great.
All right. Thank you for joining us this evening. Introduce yourself, and you jumped right in on the perfect introduction into our Wayne County Commissioners. Let us know who you are and what you're running for, and give us a spiel of more introduction of what your platform is and why your residents should vote for you.
All right. Well, my name is Donald Agee Jr. Most citizens know me as Chip. Chip was a nickname my grandmother gave me at birth, and so Chip is more popular than Donald Agee. I'm a former city councilman in the city e-course, and one of the things I know I ran into problems with was that when people was going to the ballots, even though I had signs and everything out posting who to vote for, they was looking on the ballot, vote for Chip, and I was telling people, no, my name is Donald Agee, but some people didn't really realize, and that became, when I say that little small thing became a problem in some cases, because everybody's been calling me Chip since childhood, and right here in the city of Ecorse. And yes, I decided to run for Wayne County Commissioner, District 4, which serves the city of River Rouge, Ecorse, Lincoln Park, Melvindale, and Southwest Detroit 48217. Which these three cities, well, three of the cities I have resided in over the years. I have my grandparents stayed in Southwest Detroit and in River Rouge, and I reside in the city of Ecorse. And I'll tell you one thing, I have a heart for all these communities, because if anyone knows about this area out here, we like a small-knit family. Everybody know everybody. Just like some of the positive things you can see is that it's like, back in the day you can borrow sugar from your neighbors. That's how it was out here. You can borrow sugar from your neighbors, and you can go on certain streets. Because if you went on a certain street, Miss Jackson to see you on the corner, and by the time you get home, Miss Jackson had called your mom and told, hey, your boy was over there on the street over there. He wasn't supposed to be over there.
Yeah.
You know how that was back in the day. And my grandfather has a shoe repair business that I runs now. He was a shoe carpenter and taught me to trade as a kid. So
Yes,
a lot of the people, when I say a lot of the people in the East Tri-City area has worked there throughout the years. So I'm trying to do the same thing, reach one, teach one, to all the kids in the community, as far as teaching them the trade. If not just teaching them the trade, try to teach them social skills and try to be a business owner like myself. And I just think it's a joy. But there's some challenges, because as we all know, there's new millenniums. They how can I say it in a nice way? They that don't hold their interest very well. I should say that. So
what don't hold their attention?
You say what now?
I said, what did you say didn't hold their attention very well?
Well, working like with your hands and trying to build a shoe or try to resole a shoe. A lot of electronics took over the world pretty much. So they rather have a job doing something either with the gaming system and stuff like that. That has taken over pretty much. So it's kind of hard to hold a lot of these kids' attention or try to get them involved. And I've been trying to teach them, hey, get your skill trades. I went to college. Hey, I work in many different fields, not in the field I went to school for. but I just tell them to find a trade, which my grandfather used to always instill in me. Always used to say that: find your trade, grandson. Find your trade. Get your education, but find you a trade that you will always have. And so that's one of the things I try to implement in this community out here, because it's a, like I said, tight knit community. But you see a lot of young kids kind of say they kind of lost, and they need more male role models and more male guidance out here in the community. So I try my best, and as well as with my church, we try to build we call it boots on the ground. We try to build young men up and try to witness to them and just tell them they can be someone. Try to build them up, because a lot of these kids don't know who they are or who they're going to become.
So he really
and
with
I
the
learned,
Gen Zers, not the
yeah,
millennials. Let's clear
The
that
Gen
up now.
Zs.
It's the ones at the millennials. I know a bunch of millennials right now doing construction every day. So that's why I was like, wait a minute.
Right.
The lower levels,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
it's
new millennials.
Yeah, those are the gamers.
the new ones.
The new ones.
We
Yeah.
still bust
Because
down the house
I
in a
got 4
heartbeat.
millennial kids, and they're doing great.
That's why I was like, wait a minute now.
But no.
But I understand what you're saying, though. I definitely
the
understand
new
your
ones. Yeah,
point.
the new
I truly do. But because there is the millennials, and you got your new millennials, the 20-somethings, and they're right up under your
We
Gen
claiming them.
Zers. Oh, well, let me correct myself. So when we talk about the new age or the new generation, we are definitely talking about the 20-somethings.
Yeah. And
Exactly.
and just to let you guys know, he has when you walk into the shoe store, right? What is the shoe repair or shoe shine store, right?
Shoe shop. Yeah,
It
yes,
takes you
indeed.
back. And so my grandfather had an actual shoe shine station in his room.
Wow.
That the thing fell out, popped out where you put his shoe on. He had his ties on the back and he had the whole little caddy. And so when I went in there, it took me back to my granddaddy's room. Right? So it has, to me, a lot of the nostalgic and that mindset for when we used to go to the community, you would see a shoe shine booth.
Yes, always.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what he's saying is that there's an era that don't understand or see that. But what I also identified, and I want to say, and like we're saying, we want to include, not exclude, but there's a generation that actually are on rebranding Nikes, right? Rebranding the shoes. And he had up-to-date shoes in there. So like you're saying, so there has to be a promotion. And to me, for how I look at it, because there are some kids that be like, no, I ain't into that. But if you allow them to be applicable or allow them to have access to it, that may be something that they may be intrigued towards, right? So I just say that because I got 5 kids, y'all. And when I say that, because we got 5 fingers to the hand, right? The thumb don't do what the pinky do. So sometimes, like we say, you be like, I can't, they're not interested in that. Then you get that one kid like, oh my goodness, what are you doing? Right? And he ain't in the gamer, but he in the rebranding these new Jordans.
Right.
Or rebranding these new what's them $600 shoes? The Valentes. It's some new shoes out there.
Balenciaga.
There you go, right there. $600 shoes.
Well,
So we ain't gonna hang with the shoe conversation too long.
But I hovered there because when we take it back, well, having one good pair of dress shoes was a real thing.
Definitely. You want to have that one good pair of shoes. Look, I came up.
I want to hover that.
Where your grandma always said you got one good pair of shoes, but let me tell my women of many good pair of shoes. So I gotta have some good shoes everywhere. I like a good shoe on my foot. I just gotta be honest about it. It's comfortable like
Come
a
on,
bed.
Dre. Now you know you got them good gators that you like. Oh, these I can't give away.
When our slogans is an old shoe is a good friend.
There you go. All
right, but I'm gonna go back on Dre. Dre had a question.
If you know what I mean, an old shoe is a good friend.
Absolutely. Keep you walking anyway.
I try to tell you all day long.
Because y'all always be surprised how many people would buy brand new shoes and they say, Mr. Agee, can you stretch these for me, please?
See?
They hurt my feet.
Yeah, I got shoe stretchers.
Oh yeah,
My
granddaddy has stretchers.
I
It's
got
a wooden
stretchers.
piece.
It's a wooden piece. It's still in your shoe, or it's like a little plastic.
And then you pull it
in
back.
Yeah.
Look at
Leather
you. Oh
stretches.
yeah, he got
leather
to come
stretches.
in. But go ahead, Dre. You had a question.
So, to get off the shoe conversation,
He coming in the store. That's all.
There you go.
what made you want to run for Wayne County Commissioner in District 4?
Well, District 4 is my area, so I had no choice but to run for that area, and I'm glad you asked that because this is an area that I know I grew up in, and I watched it change over the years. And I feel that in life, we can't just settle for things. And I said, it's time for me to level up. I've been councilman 7-8 years, and I said, it's time for me to do something different. I said, I think I have a a good niche of what the community need, and I feel like I should give back on a broader scale. So instead of just focus on Equals and Rouge, now I can focus on Southwest Detroit, Lincoln Park, and Melvindale. And I'm gonna tell you, when I say I seen it change, I mean it was stores all over the place. I'm talking about this is really before the pandemic, but I watched it kind of die down. So I'm thinking now, it's like, okay, I asked the Lord, okay, what can I do? He said, well, I'm gonna give you the light, the shine, so you can kind of put your taste on what could be done. Because another thing too, a lot of times people forget about this area. Not to step on anybody's toes who was in that position before, but I know for a fact, firsthand, that this area has been neglected in this time. That time is over now. It's time for it to step the game up and be part of it. We have crime. One of my issues, I said, okay, we got to get down with more sheriffs, because I know all these areas are lacking police officers. So now it's time to get with the county, have more officers patrolling the area, because their presence, just driving down the street, makes a difference in the world.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
It makes a big difference in, instead of guys, running the stop signs. No cares in the world out here. And I say that time and time again, they have to show their presence. And it's just time for a change, just like the environment out here. I want people to move back into this area, because it used to be, let's say, probably about, speaking for Ecorse, it used to maybe be about 12,000 people live in this area. Now there's only maybe like 9. A lot of people have moved out for numerous reasons. We had Great Lakes Steel at one point. That closed down, then changed to U.S. Steel. And then, but we had an issue with that kind of sort of, because the pollution out here. We have Great Lakes Steel, we have Marathon, so that was a big issue too. A lot of people has ignored, but you can't ignore it, because a lot of folks out here have mental health issues and health challenges.
Absolutely. From the impact from the toxic chemicals in there. Absolutely. Absolutely. It trickles down.
Have you had any pushback with you running? Because, I know Wayne County, and I know some of those people have been there quite some time.
Those uncomfortable seats.
Very comfortable.
Have you had any people telling you, and of course I know you already, elected and everything, but you still have some people that will still tell people, wait your turn. So have you had any pushback behind you saying that you want to represent your district in Wayne County?
I haven't heard that yet.
Okay.
I haven't heard that yet. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's amazing, because I've been getting a lot of good support. A lot of people, when I've been telling people here and there, they be like, oh, you'd be a good fit. That position would be good for you. Because someone had told me that it was open up. I didn't realize that she was retiring. Yeah, she's retiring. So, a lot of people said, no, that'd be a good fit. We would love to have someone from our own community that we know that you can be touched, that you can reach out to be in that position. So I haven't had no pushback yet. I haven't heard anything. I'm 47 years old, so I'm waiting for someone to, they think I'm younger. I look younger, but I'm waiting for someone to say, well, you too young. But, that saying is too young. They get dismissed with that, because when God is in it, whatever He has for you is for you.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
It is for you. And I'm not like no regular politician. How can I say that? Is that ain't no scandals over here, ain't none of that backstabbing. I don't do that. Never did that. I don't believe that's the true sign of being a politician. But I know it does happen. People step on toes. Not me. When I met Roz could tell you, I didn't do nothing but show her love. I didn't know her from I've seen her before, but I didn't really know her. She asked me, okay, let me see about this area. What'd I do, Roz?
He hooked me up, y'all. I was like, okay, I'm ignorant. I have no idea where I'm at. I'm going to need help to show my district. He said, all right, come on now. What you want to do? You want me to drive? You want to follow me? What? I said, all right, gas too high, so follow me. And just let me know, because I can kind of gravitate back to the house from here.
Right.
And he was on it. And that's the thing. Like you're saying, literally having individuals that first know their community.
That's right.
Right? Like the back of their hands.
Yep.
He literally was like, hold on, let me tell you this. Let me tell you that. Literally. So I left having full, and for those that know, I already know that I'm a field person. So for me not to know the ground, I felt like I couldn't even, like literally start doing any door knocking until I connected with him. And he literally just like put me on point. And so I definitely appreciate Donald for his transparency and who he is, and for the work he has already been doing in E-Course, right? So he's not what we say those fly by nights.
Right.
He's not popping up saying, I just woke up this morning thinking about how I want to represent my
Oh,
community.
I got the family name, so I'm just gonna go ahead and jump in there because Papa wouldn't.
There you go. I can run on that name. Yeah, I'm already doing the work. I'm already in the community. Right. They already know me.
Right.
And oh, by the way, she retiring. How about let the Lord transition me into this higher role. So yes, come on, Donald Agee. You sound like, might smell like the new commissioner.
For me.
And I was about to say, give everybody your full information, webpage, and contact for the listeners to get engaged with you, join your team, or even donate.
Okay, my name is Donald Agee Jr. My contact is Councilman Don Agee at gmail.com. Councilman Don Agee at gmail.com. Phone number is 313-544-0059. That's District 4 for Wayne County Commissioner. And
spell your last name for me.
Agee.
Okay, Age. Okay.
Yeah.
And what all communities represent?
Lincoln Park, River Rouge, E-Course, Southwest Detroit, 48217, and Melvindale.
And Melvindale. Thank you for saying that, because I will be representing Melvindale also. So he will be one of the commissioners I'll be working with, and some of that part of the Southwest Detroit area, part of that Wyoming and Dix Road area, and so forth. So yes, thank you, Donald. You were amazing. We wanted to have you in the studios, but we like to make sure we can try to tap you in before August 2nd. You still there? Hello?
Hello. Oh man.
No, Donald, you mute. We can't hear you. He's still on? Can you hear us, Donald?
He went on mute.
Oh, you might be on mute. Okay. All right, well, Donald, we can't hear you, but look like you're still on the call. What was you about to say, Dre?
I was just going to say I would love to reach out to you. Let's hook up and have a conversation, because I heard you say the key word to me, mental health. So I want to see what your plans are, and if we can put some things together so we can link up. And I definitely know Rising, so you'll be hearing from me.
All right, look like we were having some communication issues, but all right, thank you, Donald, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. And you guys, I hope you heard that. For those that are in those cities, that Mr. Agee, and of course in E-Course, knowing that he is your current council person and he's going to reach for that higher role. And so we appreciate you. And pass the buck over you to Dre.
All right. You are watching the Quarantine live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and other top social media platforms. Like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know what to do. Thank you for watching WJZZ Cool TV, the coolest station in the world.
My new district, moving to the Mighty 13 to the Mighty 12. We're going to keep that Mighty. We're going to keep the Mighty.
So, that's a whole new conversation that has to be brought out. Some of those people from the 14th are going to 13. Some of those from 13 going to 12. And this is a conversation many people aren't talking about. And it's kind of, again, one of those scary set of circumstances, because guess what? It's coming whether you want it to or not.
Yeah.
And technically it's here. So,
Yes, sir.
Oh, are you still there, Mr. Agee?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah, I think we're having technical difficulties.
Yeah, because the phone keep going. It's like it's go blank for a while. I've been hearing like bits and pieces.
Okay.
So I just stayed on the line. So I need to hang up.
Yeah, we appreciate you. But yes, we definitely
Okay,
going to have
thank
you tap back in before our election cycle in. And then Dre said he want to make sure he connect with you.
Sure thing. God bless you all.
All right, God bless you.
Good
Thank
evening.
you. Good
Bye-bye.
evening.
Bye-bye.
All right, Carlos. I hope you make sure you got his information, because we're going to definitely tune back in with him. All right,
But
Dre.
yeah, I was just privileged to a map of the new cities, and I hope I can find it somewhere, because I ain't gonna say it was a map.
Oh, you talking about Rashida's map?
I don't know who put
It's
it together.
Rashida map. So Rashida is our new
that what I'm talking
12th
about?
Congressional District.
Okay, I'm not talking about the
Yes.
map. She talking about the map. I ain't talking about the map.
Oh,
These
he's
are
talking
the
about
new
the
Detroit
communities.
Yeah.
From the 12th Congressional new Facebook page. Go ahead.
So,
Or transition page.
These are the ones that are leaving the 13th and the 14th. Ooh, Lord. San Bernardo, Schaefer 7-8, Blackstone Park, 8 Mile, Wyoming, 7 Mile Lodge, McDowell, Garden Home, some, Oak Grove, some, Tri Point, College Park, Winship, Schultz, Summer Bagley, Fitzgerald and Marygrove, Harmony Village, Hubble, Puritan, Belmont, Bethune Community, Littlefield, Grand River St. Mary's, Happy Homes, Cadillac Community, Grandmont number 1. Schoolcraft, Southfield, Pride Area, Paveway, Plymouth Hubble, Plymouth I-96, Grandale, Joy Community, Grandview. Ain't some of these yours?
Mm-hmm.
We Care Community, Fishcorn, Joy Safer, Aviation,
Nope.
Warren. That ain't you?
Not Aviation no more. That's 4.
Okay. Warren Avenue Community,
That's me.
Evergreen Lawson,
That's
Berg
me.
Lawson.
No, that last year.
7 Mile
Her
Rouge,
Evergreen.
Oak Grove again, Riverdale, Miller Grove, McNichols, Evergreen, O'Hara Park, Evergreen Outer
That's
Drive,
me.
Evergreen
No, O'Hara Park.
O'Hara Park.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Evergreen Outer Drive. Welcome to the 12th. Holcomb
Thank you.
Community, Old Redford, Melbourne Hill, Brightmoor, Minot Park, Rosedale Park Historic District,
Mm-hmm.
Westwood, Eliza Howe, Castle
think that's
Rouge,
Westwood, man.
Oak, Weatherby, West Outer Drive, Franklin Park, Rouge Park, Parkland, Warrendale, 7 Mile Rouge.
Yep. Besides 7 Mile Road.
With that being said, again, this goes to show you that there's a lot of things that's moving.
Yes.
And if you're not inside of actually know what's going on, I hate to keep saying it, but it can be detrimental to your community and you yourself. Some homeowners, business owners, those resources that you're looking for might just go fly by night if you don't participate. We got 3 minutes left, and of course I let my ladies speak before I say anything because I'm a gentleman. Some of y'all might want to pick up the gentleman stuff again. But anyway, y'all go ahead.
All right, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in on this hot Friday night. Right. You already know the quarantine bringing you that relevant information. And we had our special guest, Mr. Don Agee, so I'm glad you guys tuned in to get that information concerning him. And then also, you know, I am your candidate for the new 3rd State House District. He shouted out my community, Warren Ave, Warrendale, Cody Rouge. Come on, a little bit of Franklin Park, a little bit of the Weatherby, right?
Yeah, right.
So we just want to say, if you want to join our campaign, donate, or just tune into some of our phone banking that we're going to be having upcoming, because we have an event on March 26th. You can go to RoslynMOgburn.com, RoslynMOGBGURN.com. And so we want to make sure that you're connected and that you have all the updated information. And then also I have to do a shout out for Mr. Boom boom. I just put it in the chat, so just in case y'all don't saying what she talking about. Mr. Herman Starks for the Good Time Bill with Michigan United. We're trying to make sure those that are our returning citizens that are doing certain time, that they're actually being restored, doing those good times, that can actually receive credit and come home, ladies and gentlemen, receive actually educational services and have actually housings ready for them to literally transition back into our communities. So we have a petition going on, phone banking, and so I put it into our link. So we want you to tune in, tap in, have that conversation, and to be able to sign and join that petition. So I pass it over to you, Henrietta.
It's just been a very pleasurable evening sitting in with the crew tonight. I've been out. It's just, this season for me is crazy. Busy, super busy. Just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Want to say thank you guys for letting me sit in again tonight with you. And everybody having a wonderful weekend.
All right. I ain't got really much to say. Y'all know who I am. If you don't, I'm Aaron Drake Otis, your candidate for Wayne County Commission District 5. You can contact me 313-214-8120. VoteOtis@gmail.com is my email, and my website is voteotis.info. Ladies and gentlemen, you keep hearing that Otis name. Opportunity, transparency, inclusion, and seniors plus mental health. That's what I'm about. That's what I'm running on from day one. You're going to hear about me making big change. With that being said, I thank you all again for giving us another one of your Friday nights that you didn't have to give us, but you did. And we thank you for that. And I don't know how they feel, but I know how I feel about it. I'm hungry. And I want to get something to eat.
I want to say shout out once again to our Facebook fans. Woo woo. We got Miss Tanisha Sanders that just tuned in, Miss Brenda Thompson, and our Donna Price, and also to our YouTube and our Twitter and Twitter Live fans. We just say thank you for joining us. Make sure you share, like, and call in next week. We're going to get it in once again on that Hot Friday. So I just pass it back over to you. Henrietta?
They just took it from me, but we out, damn it.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Have a great weekend. Stay blessed. Be safe.
Absolutely.